Hey guys, and welcome to my first look video on Cityconomy Service Your City by Astragon. Now, Astragon, they usually make kind of crappy simulator games. This isn't an exception. It's pretty bad, but we thought we'd give it a download and, well, purchase and buy it and see what it was all about. And I spent quite a while on it. I don't know if this will show you. Yeah, I spent 4 hours on it in total by the looks of it. If you guys see that under, as you can see, both me and Moose were on about this last night. So I've got a bit of time in it, so we're going to go continue. Now, I don't know how low I'm going to have the in-game sounds, but we'll go over them actually once the game loads in. It's probably going to take a while because it is recording, and well, this game isn't really optimized, let's say that. For the most part it runs pretty smooth though. It doesn't take any time at all, but I want to go over the menu at some point in the video, probably towards the end maybe. From what I'm finding right now is the sounds, for the most part, are pretty terrible. They're incredibly loud. You only have one sound option, and that's to turn down everything. The surroundings, the vehicles, the weather are incredibly loud, and then you can barely hear your vehicle. They've got the interesting clicking noise coming from the transmission of changing gear on pretty much every vehicle I have so far, and it's kind of obnoxiously loud in it. So here it is. I don't know how it's going to record, but this is me. You can have a male or female character. Here we have my tow truck. We're going to tab through and move into truck, and I'm hoping this will be where the rest of the vehicles are. So when you first start up, you just have a garbage truck, rubbish truck, whatever you want to call it, and a recycling truck. So for the most part they all look the same, just the contents that look different. As you can see, I bought a extra truck, and I have like a little fleet because you can hire workers. So we'll hit O and you'll see the menus: WSD to drive, or you can use a controller. E to exit, horn. Q is handbrake. That's now been set. Lights on and off. Nothing really on the back there. As you can see, they've got the tail lights down at the bottom, and they haven't removed them because the back box has them. And you got your beacons. That P. And obviously, man trucks. Man have put their name to this game. You can jump out. You basically talk to this dude. See quest description. Yada yada yada. Can guess and get jobs from here. Go to story quests. Click that, and basically you have jobs. So the bars here mean it's almost out. It's be a new job generated. See two there. You got the disappeared, two of them. You got the 12 satisfactory, citizen satisfactory, I believe it is. Tow in here, that was 18. I've doubled it using some skill points, the amount of XP you get, and the amount of money you get. So that's that tab. We've got messages here, and as you can tell from the most point, I just ignore half of them. The map is an okay size. It's nothing to write home about, but it's enough. Guessing the sections we've got eventually will unlock the rest of us to use, go to, meaning more jobs for us. And guess that's the story quests, I'm not sure. Jobs, the vehicles, this is what we have. A garbage truck, tow truck, plastic recycling truck, and another garbage truck. You can see we can sell it, you can refuel it from here. Refuel, repair, Two residentials we got. Guessing Old Town Depot and Residential Depot. Loan stuff. It starts you off with a loan. And I'm really not particularly pleased about, but by the by. And here we have the different ones. So you can be a gardener, you start off as a garbageman, plumber, tow truck driver, and street sweeper. Street sweeper is what I'm going to go for next. After tow truck, more interesting stuff I think over here, to be honest. And then eventually we'll unlock plumbing and then probably gardener. But you've got little skill sets you can put them in. We don't have any available right now. The next skill is at 1500 XP. And then we'll probably put that into... probably this one, actually. Get our money up. And so you can read what each one does. So you just pause it. And there we go. Shop. Vehicles, so I'll take you over the vehicles we have. Garbage truck, lawnmower, very interesting type. Small lawnmower, kind of look like Mercedes-Benz Sprinters. Like the 4x4, actually they look very much like the 4x4 trucks from Armour, if you've ever played that. Glass recycling truck, paper truck, looks like a standard garbage truck you'd see maybe in America, for the big dumpsters. Recycling, road sweeper, mini road sweeper, septic truck, small septic truck, small and large sewer, tar truck, small, and the tow truck. Only one size tow truck, unfortunately. And then you got your buildings, whatever that's really all about. I'm guessing it puts gas stations. Well, you own gas stations, maybe less price to buy them. Calendar, so the first of the month, I guess. The weather, time, fast it forward like an hour, 3 hours, 6, 12, so on, and the amount of money you have. That's pretty much your PDA. And you can access an F1, F2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into a truck as the FPS gains back up, because I'm getting atrocious FPS in here right now. Jump into this truck. And you can see it's actually kind of full. I didn't realise this. Try and get it out of here. The handling on the vehicles, it's not great, but it's playable for the most part. You can hear the little clicking I'm on about. It's way too loud. Here's some rain. Most garbage trucks, I'm just going to call them that. The language barriers people may not have. Oh, you'll hear a good sound effect in a minute. So if pedestrians hit into you, it sounds like you're hitting a vehicle. Just imagine you're getting a tow job and you're at the side of the pavement, or possibly even on the pavement to pick up a car, and you're hearing that the constantly. It's a little wary. So we're going to head up to here to empty our garbage. So we do have that I find strange working mirrors by the looks of it, yet no first person view. Strange. Very strange. From what me and Mr. Moose were talking about earlier, there's no first person view at all. Apparently he button bashed his keyboard pretty good and didn't come up with anything. That's kind of a shame. But as you can see, the steering's pretty quick for a 30-ton vehicle, or whatever this would weigh. If you crash into AI vehicles or pedestrians, you do get fined. How much that fine is, I'm not overly sure. So here is the incinerator. Luckily it's not particularly busy, but we can, well, there we go, not particularly busy as a car drives right by me. We'll reverse up to the tip mark. Hit Q to put on your parking brake. You have to put parking brake on everything, and it'll jump into a cutscene and open all the garbage. The only difference between the recycling is the bag's blue and the truck is green. So I don't know yet if I'm even going to show you that. as I don't think there's any point. Release the parking brake. So we'll open up and find a job. This one. So we are doing plastic recycling, garbage recycling, residential area. So it'll be up here. We are here. We'll accept the job. Nice easy row straight down. So we'll turn out. Here the traffic is very abrupt on their movements. If they've got to turn, and you would probably have right away in a real situation, they're going to come out, so watch out guys, if you do choose to get this game. This game is £17 right now. I think it's around 18 bucks or 20 bucks over in the States, I'm not overly sure on it. This may be a little fun game we stream from time to time. Don't worry, it's not taking over any farm sim. Me doing my first looks on this video right now, mainly because I've been playing quite a bit of it, and right now I am on an aeroplane out to Canada, so hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Just remember, when you're watching this, I am probably, as of right now, over the Atlantic Ocean on the Boeing 777. So we're off to our dumpsters to pick them up. Where is Stadium? Yeah, Stadium over there. The speed of this is around 65k maybe, I'm not sure. There is, can't remember if I mentioned this, there is no indicators or anything like that, no hazard warnings, nothing. You can see our first dumpsters there. We'll put on our beacons, we'll put on our help there. We'll jump out of the vehicle. We'll hit this to get out the arms there, hit F, but I'm using a Xbox One controller, so it is semi-compatible with an Xbox controller. Now the kind of cool thing I noticed about this is, it looks like you guys struggling, slow to push it, as it would be in real life, no doubt. And once it gets emptied, it's a lot more lighter. Another thing, didn't you guys hear the engine switch off? Now, unless the hydraulics are driven by batteries, yeah, it's not going to be like that. So you can see now it's a little quicker movement. And drop that off. Whoa, easy now, buddy. And basically it is the same for the recycling, so I really don't think I'm going to put you guys through watching me do this. Now you can see it's like vehicles is in operation, speed limit applied. Basically because I've got the arms out at the back. And I just ran into the dumps. Oh, funny. So you do only go a certain speed, but when you're doing close pickups like this, it's just as easy to do that. I'll swing this around. I didn't mention up in earlier, but up in the top left we have money, and then the top left also we have satisfactory for the citizens of my city in Cityconomy. And another quick cutscene. Don't think you can skip this. Doesn't appear to. That does kind of suck. After you've seen it once, you've seen it 100 times. Put that back. Of course, you get a little worker up in the top. Well done. Keep it up. You're doing a good job. Yada yada yada. You can see the fuel gauge. We do have fuel. If you have a hired worker that I will demonstrate after this pickup here, it drinks the fuel, the hired workers. You don't get any satisfactory from the hired workers, you do get money though. So I think it is beneficial. Kind of, it's funny how it works, but me and Moose are really following in the same footsteps of how we're doing this. He's just gone to go take a lay down before doing his live stream. What he said. How's that gone up? And dropped off. Worker right on. So you get coaxed and pep talks about it all. And stop. And of course, for me, anyone that knows me and not just watching this video to see if this game's any good, I like orange. And yeah, the truck's orange. But honestly, what do I think of this game right now? Depending on if you know any of Astron's games, honestly, I'm impressed. Why am I impressed? Because Astron games sucked. I've played and tried most of them, and they are shockingly bad for the most part. This actually ain't too bad. It's crap. It is still pretty crap, and is it worth it for you guys that are after this type of stuff? Probably not. They've got a lot of improvements to be doing. The sound, kind of hoping you will hear the thunderstorms, because when that thunderstorm happens, good luck. Headphone users, I feel sorry for you because it is unbearable. It truly is unbearable. That's my biggest peeve right now, is that. So I got satisfaction and I got some extra cash from doing that. Another little thing is, the truck's not moving yet. Notice that wheel's spinning. That wheel's spinning. That wheel's spinning. Funny that. And nothing on trucks like this, usually both of the rear axles are drive. From what my experiences are living in the UK, this type of truck, both axles would be driven. So we'll hit move to a truck, and we'll go into, not that truck, into the tow truck, and I'll show you that. And the tow truck I think is more interactive. It's kind of actually more fun, to be honest. Pain in the ass, but fun at the same time. Oh, actually, as we're here, what we'll do is we'll show you the hired worker stuff. So we'll refuel my vehicle here, refuel, and we'll go to this one, garbage. So we'll click on that, we'll go send employee. We have 2 garbage trucks, they are fueled, and you can do it from this tab to make sure. But it will let it pick that one. That was the truck I was just in. Confirm. So the hard worker is working on that one. We don't get any XP, we don't get any satisfactory stuff, happiness, but we get money. We'll drop down to Old Town Plastic, send an employee, click on the truck, believe it's all good, yep, and confirm that one. And we do have another garbage truck, so we'll click on this one. Send employee, click on that, again I'll just make sure, and confirm. And you'll see, it takes quite a while to get through stuff. I believe this is in game, so it's like 3 hours 50, 4 hours, 6 hours. It's quite a good bit of time. So what we'll do is we'll jump into that one. I don't know if I can actually jump to truck. Yeah, you can, cool. We'll jump to the tow truck. And I'll demonstrate that. I kind of like the tow truck. It's unfortunately the crane controls aren't on the Xbox controller. For me, probably same for anyone using a controller. It's all on keyboard. Kind of frustrated on that. I believe we are here. We'll pick our job. This one. It's actually not very far away at all. Hit accept. And we are in our beautiful tow truck. First thing I noticed as soon as jumping in this from the garbage truck is it's a lot more peppier. A lot faster. That's definitely nice. So I imagine the smaller vehicles you would assume would be a lot more quicker as well. And leave it as a right here. Yes it is. I do feel the minimap could be a little better. Not yet kind of warmed up to that. So what we'll do is we'll put our beacons on. And you do have a time to complete this. You can see you've got like 23 hours or something. It's quite a while. Right, park and brake, hit B. And the final legs come up. And now you move to the keyboard if you're using the controller. So your arrow keys, as the instructions say, off to the left. Do the various different movements up and down and the slew back and forth. And the extend is L and K, so we'll do that. And the M is the rotation of the little bar, so we'll somewhat line that up. And here comes the rain and thunder, so you guys are going to be able to hear that. Pre-warning, if I haven't turned it down, that I'm probably going to so you guys can hear me. This is brutally loud. I've got it turned down already, but I'm probably going to need to turn it down again because of it. I will move that in, lift it up, and pull it around at the same time. Now a lot of these cars, like you can see one behind this orange car over there, look very much like a Ford. I want to say Explorer, but I'm not sure which Ford it is. They've got a mix of European cars in a mix between American cars and a European game, it seems. Not 100% if it is European. But with these type of machines, I'd imagine it is. So attach car, hit F, and that's attached basically to the deck of the trailer body of the truck. Hit B again, and I'll lift up the landing legs. And you can see the drop-off points flashing on the map. There's two, but we've got one just up the road. So we'll go to this one. Take a quick spin up here. Luckily it was actually a real quick thunderstorm, so hopefully that gave you a taste. Trust me on that. Incredibly loud. The traffic is pretty good. Sometimes you do get busier days than others, seems. And there's just traffic upon traffic. Alright, we're at the drop-off point. Basically anywhere in the dotted line. Pretty simple. Park and brake. Hit B to extend the landing legs. Landing legs come way out. Hit F to unattach. Now here's a little trick with this. You can make a lot of money and be very quick doing the tow truck stuff, because you could just hit F, drop it down, pass complete, and just hit B and it automatically resets the boom. Job done. Really, when it comes down to it, it can be as quick and as easy as that. And with that one, we'll what we should do is we'll go up into the PDA. You'll see here's the jobs. Here's the jobs. You can see got our hired workers on each one. And what we'll do is we'll fast time like an hour, another hour, so you can see it going down. And we'll do, hear that? Money's gone up. Hard workers have done their job pretty much, and we've just got one extra guy. We'll do another hour. Another one, bang, done. What we'll do now is we'll go into the menu system up here. Quick game, yes. So the options for graphics and everything else. Video, you have the default resolution. I'm using 1920 by 1080. Gamma correction I've not touched. Anti-aliasing I max that out. Really do not recommend that. Lag central. Display synchronization disabled. I've not tweaked with that one. I put everything on high, and that was when I noticed as well lag. I've got a 4 gig graphics card. It should be doing that, I wouldn't have thought, but I haven't gone in and tweaked it anymore. I've not been getting particularly great FPS anyway, especially while recording, I noticed, so I'm not really too worried. It looks good for what the game's worth. Here we have audio. Effects. Sound effects. And it's just cranked. It looks like they meant to add extras, but they didn't. Keyboard controls throughout the different stuff. So you do have a walk key. Believe it or not, you are sprinting all the time. That's kind of a shocker. And device stuff. So you can map them, I believe. I'm not going to touch any of them. And we have control stuff. So, vehicle brake, accelerator, steering, action. So you could probably handbrake. Yeah, you could actually map everything. So if you had like the Cytec wheel, you could probably map everything. And this is the camera rotation when it comes down to it. So with that, guys, I'll say this. I hope you guys enjoyed. Here's the profile. Landykid. TRS is the company. 4 hours I've played. Wow. I hope you guys enjoyed this. For my first look into Cityconomy. I don't think it is worth the money yet. Hopefully they do a bit more polishing. Could be something kind of fun. There is a multiplayer aspect that I think Banky may be getting this, and Moose has got it. So if not, me and Moose will do something at some point and see what the multiplayer is all about. Maybe something cool to stream at some point. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.